guys, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. Oh yeah, it's getting late. It's getting kind of late. Yeah, it's almost, well, it'll be getting dark here in about 40 minutes or so, running out real time. Trying to finish up the cotton harvest that we got going. As you can see, we got the quad track now going, cultivating, well, the first cotton field. Well, we start the smallest one. Get that up and going. But I spent the rest of the in-game morning taking care of all the pink. We got rid of the pink eye up here. There's no more pink. That means all the weeds are gone. Frank Jr. did a wonderful job. Mr. and Mrs. Frank took the rest of the day off. I did get the big cotton field 33-35, sprayed with a second stage of fertilization. And now you can see our cotton module harvester is in field 26/27. We're about a third of the way through. But I've been busy doing some other things as well, while taking care of the factories and, of course, yeah, the grass field. Yeah, the lovely little grass field. The field that really kept us going in the early stages of the Pacific Northwest. And I mean the early stages. It was basically this field and the cotton field now that the module harvester is in. We didn't have the far field, I don't think, when we started. So yeah, it was just these silage bales that kept us going and the cotton that kept us going. That basically helped us pay the loan interest on the first few, I would say like the first 10, 15 episodes of the Pacific Northwest was pretty much just keeping up with loan interest. And that's what these two fields did. And slowly but surely the other, well, the animals and some contract work here and there help us nibble away at that $55 million loan that we had. But now, yeah, the loan is technically at $6.5 million, right? $6.5 million? Yeah, we got we can say $1.7 million, I think, in the bank account right now, which means, yeah, we can get the loan down to $5 million. But I would like to, by the end of this in-game day, to get our bank account to $2 million, so I can pay off $2 million, which technically we get the loan below $5 million. Yeah, do the math. Yeah, $4.5 million is my goal to get the loan down to tonight. So yeah, we're sitting at 1.7, which means, well, Peanut, you need $300,000. Where are you going to get it from? These silage bales right here. Yeah, that's right. The barn right now is offering, the price has peaked today, $201, so I should get like $160,000 to $170,000 from that alone. So yeah, I need another $130,000. Where am I going to get that from? Well, we do have a couple hours of property income, but that's not going to quite get us there. I have tons of whiskey. I got a little bit of wine and some grapes. That could be a thing. So we'll have to see where it's going to come from. Not too sure. And who knows, I may not even get it at all. As for anything else, we pretty much sold everything we could the last couple episodes, haven't we? We basically have no grain to sell. You may be asking, well, what about the cotton? The cotton price is at its low point right now. We were lucky enough for a long time, and really, it's only going to be like 4 modules or so. Although 4 modules would be a lot of cotton. That's for darn sure. But yeah, we're not going to get money from that today. So yeah, the silage bales, we will get the money from that. Yeah, I keep paying worker fees as well, but you know what? Either way, by the end of this day, the loan's going to be down to like $5 million. Got to be happy with that. And we know our loan interest is now down to what? Under $20,000, right? I think we hit like $18,000 or something like that the night before. So it should be a lot lower, obviously, after paying off a couple more $1 million. Oh, we are so close to getting there on the loan. So close. And who knows, maybe after, well, would it be tomorrow? Yeah, I think it would be tomorrow in game that all the other fields would be ready for harvest. So it's just a matter of what the pricing does. But I don't think it's going to be enough where we're going to get the $5 million, but it could chew into half of that. So yeah, we're pretty much getting there. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow morning as well, we have one of our horse barns be ready for, well, how many horses are in that one? I think 10 horses in that one. Is it 10? Yeah, it could be 10. So that's $500,000 right there just in the horses. Hip hip hooray. So I'll have to see where else we can get the money from. Yeah, just looking for the cash because we're so close there. It's like when you see the finish line, it's like you start putting a little bit more effort into it to try to get just to the finish line. That's what you're trying to do. Now that'll bring us to the finish line on the loan. We still have to buy the rest of the land in the Upper Plateau, which isn't much, and obviously after paying off a $55 million loan, to scrounge up just a couple more $1 million to pay off some of the property shouldn't be too difficult. At least that's what I say. So I'm wondering, did I create 39 bales today? I don't know. This field usually produces exactly 39 bales. I could check the information page, but what fun is that? We'll see. It should be completely one trailer load. And like I said, we should get like $160,000 to $170,000. The price at the barn for silage is exactly $201. $201. And why do we get so much? Because these bales are 20,000 liter bales. They're big bales. Yeah, I think this picture, for every one bale that I have here, if we were doing standard in-game bales, one of these bales would equal 5. So basically, 39 bales, if you times it by 5, let's say 40, quick math, that'd be 200 bales I would have in this field. So we modified one of the balers to make bales up to 20,000 liters, because 200 bales, wrapping them up, took forever. That's when I modified the baler, and I modified this wrapper right here. And this wrapper does, I think I speed up the wrapping part. I think I sped it up like 3 times as fast. But the one thing we do have a lot of, and I'm going to keep my eye on it, is the whiskey. That whiskey factory just makes tons and tons of whiskey. It's starting to get a little bit laggy over there, because with the sugar pallets, all the whiskey pallets, and it's the meat pallets that really start to bog. When I start getting like 20 meat pallets, a trailer load of meat pallets, it for some reason it starts to lag a little bit. Must be something to do with the pallets, obviously, because that's the only one that starts to do it. But the price right now for the meat is, well, it's almost like if I was delivering rotten meat. That's what they're offering me for it. Not too much. Not too much at all. Do I have any more? Actually, I got 3 more bales to wrap, and then we can go ahead and pick them up and bring them on over. Now, I would like to get these fields replanted tonight, and I probably will. I may do that in between episodes. Yeah, so this episode here, we're just going to pretty much just pick up these bales, wrap them up, and do some work in the far cotton field. And then I'll finish up the rest of the harvest and replanting this cotton field, like we always do in a way. Just because it takes a little bit longer for the cotton module harvester. For many episodes, I've always said, yeah, maybe we should think about getting a second cotton module harvester, but right now we're so close to the end, it's like, it's only going to be 2 more harvests. And I'm kind of used to it at this point and how to do it. And then plus, why would I want to spend $500,000 on a cotton module harvester? That would, I'd just rather take that money and pay it off into loan. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for wrapping up the bales. But really, I should probably change up the colors of this. I thought about doing it beforehand, and I got sidetracked, and I kind of forgot, so I was going to go ahead. So, because, if you're watching this video as it goes live, we are in December, so the holiday season is upon us. So I was thinking about maybe making some, I was going to paint the implement a green color, and then make the wrapper as a red color. Or I can make the implement red and the wrapping green, but I figured I don't want green wrapping on grass, because yeah, I may miss it that way. So after I mowed the grass, I did give the Big M a good wash. Same thing with the T8. So basically I just spent the rest of this in-game day, just sneak this in here without hitting anything, hopefully. Just taking care of the upper plateau and waiting for these fields down here to be ready. I think I can actually go ahead and close that on up. I think our quad track is done, which it is. Perfect. Let's go ahead and move it on over here. Let's go get ahead and get the autonomous tractor up and running in that field so we can bring the T8 on over. And we can start replanting the cotton. I won't start the quad track just yet, because this thing will catch up to the cotton module harvester in no time. I do like that quad track, always have. The one machine, and then the first big machine I ever used in Farming Simulator back, I think it was in 13, maybe it wasn't until 15. Yeah, I don't think I used any big equipment until 15, because I only had 13 for a couple weeks before 15 came out. But it was the T9. And I really haven't used that vehicle anywhere, I don't think. which is odd because for those of you who know have been around long enough, the T8 is like my favorite vehicle. So it's like, why wouldn't you use a T9? I don't know. Oh, I better check to see where this is going to be pulling the slurry from. Where's the edge of the field? Right here. All right, let's go ahead and... Is it on this one here? No, it's going to be this one here. It's on the cows. Let me go see what the pigs have for slurry. Yeah, the pigs don't have much slurry because we've been using quite a bit of that up in the upper plateau. Hopefully the cows have enough slurry. 215,000. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, go ahead and hire a worker for this. Yeah, get that fertilizer in the ground. Now let's grab the T8 and drive it all the way across. And then we'll pick up all of our lovely silage bales and get them delivered so we can get our 160, 170,000. I mean, if I get up to the 2 million, that's great. If we don't, then maybe I'll just pay off $1.5 million, and then tomorrow we can start with already near $500,000 in the bank account. Like I said, we got the horses to sell. That's going to bring us in $450,000 right off to start with. Can't complain about that at all. And who knows? Like I said, we still got the milk. Yeah, that milk thing kind of it sat with me for about a day or so after recording that episode, realizing that. You know what you forgot? I thought the cedar was up here, and it's not. Where did I park that cedar? I think it's over by the gate. The entryway over to the grass field. So yeah, finding out that for days and days and days, I don't know how many days, but it seemed one day was more than enough that our cow barn was at full capacity for milk. And that's one thing I wish they would, maybe it wasn't in the mod description, probably the README file, but whoever really goes into the README file, right? I mean, occasionally I do, but I guess I just never thought of having 800,000 liters of milk in a barn would be at capacity. So now that the TA is nice warmed up and made a lap around this field here, let's pick up our drill, make sure it's all set on cotton. I think it's full of seed and fertilizer after doing the fields on the east side the other day. Well, it's at 97 and 97. So it must be I needed a little bit more to finish something. So yeah, right now we'll park the cotton modules where we always do, right where the cedar was. Because like right now the best price is at our own sell point, but the price is like $1,300, so have to wait on that. I did have a quick look at the wool to see what that was selling for, and it's not a great price, so that'll wait. And of course, like I said, the chickens, we just sold that. I mean, wow, the chicken eggs, I was really, when I first, I'm like, I think we get like $300,000-$400,000 for the chicken eggs, and then we sold the chicken eggs. I'm like, okay, I underestimated the chicken eggs. Yep, looking good. Let's go ahead and unfold this, and actually we'll get it started. Doesn't have to be too precise, but close enough. Okay, we'll call that good. And in goes the cotton. The one thing I just got to be for sure on is make sure the autonomous tractor. I don't think it'll turn around the end of the field, because being such a big implement, sometimes it'll read the other field next to it. It's like, oh, I got more field to do, and it'll keep on going. But I don't think it will. I do see two modules. Nope, that's the so it's the one we got. The one module in that field, but the cotton module harvester already had maybe half a load into it, and there is a second module. So hopefully I get two more. Actually, let's jump right into that thing. Oh wait, did you just drop it off somewhere? Hey, you did right there. All right, so there's and these are 40,000 liters apiece, by the way. So there's 120,000 liters of cotton sitting right there. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's get these silage bales off the field. So when the autonomous tractor does get back over here, we can put our second stage of fertilization on the grass field. And this was one of the first fields that well, I think it was a wheat field when we bought it. And then we converted it right over to grass because, well, we needed silage for the cows that we were going to have. And of course, silage is usually a good moneymaker. For the most part. Every series of Farming Simulator has had its, when the game gets released, it always has that one item to where you can say, that's the moneymaker. I think it was silage in FS15. Or no, was that trees. I think it was trees. I think in 17, it may have been wool for the sheep. Well, it's been so long now, can't remember. It's hard to believe that FS19 now has been out for over 2 years. Over 2 years. Looks like I may have gotten... Ooh, wait a minute. Do I get an extra bale? I think we got an extra bale today. Wait. No, we didn't. No, it's going to be... Well, there's our 39 bales, like always. Okay, no problem. I mean, I do like it. I'd rather not have the one extra just because... Yeah, then I got to put it somewhere, or I got to come all the way back to pick up one bale. Let's go ahead and sell these things. Like I said, it should be like 160 to 170. I want to say it's going to be, when it's usually like $200, it's like 164 or something. So being at 201, it should be just right about there. Or am I wrong on that? And unload. 157. So okay, not as good as I thought it was going to be. Either way, okay, so that puts us $150,000 short of my kind of goal. How can it be kind of a goal? It's either a goal or it's not. Yeah, let's I would like to shoot for 2 million, but I just don't think I'm going to get there. All right, let me pop up the HUD here so I can make sure I get this on cotton module. Mission pallets, egg boxes, cotton modules. Let's go ahead and get these 3 modules off the fields. So I am running at 1 times the speed just because I wanted to get this episode recorded during the daytime and not at night. So yeah, we're almost like halfway done with the cotton field there. Go ahead and pick these up, get them out of the way. Maybe I'll start the quad track here soon. Not much of a rush. I think it's still too soon because, I mean, the implement on the cultivator is much wider than the cotton module harvester itself. And of course, that can cultivate the field at 18 miles an hour. It's either 18 or 19, and the harvester's only going at 12. Yeah, I know. I got modded stuff everywhere. Yeah, about half the field is still left to go. Alright, let me go ahead and put this on that side, and we park these right over here. I'll be curious to see when the cotton price does go up, either overnight or tomorrow. Will it reach the $2,000 mark again? Because it's been going up there all the time recently. I should probably go empty out the wine, the winery, the wine and the grapes. I haven't checked on it in a while. So that might be near full. Yes, I don't have that much wine and grapes, as we can see. And it's not quite full, and since I'm only running at 1 times the speed, I'll just go ahead and park it right here for now. That way it'll be ready. Yeah, so I can get another 5,445 more liters apiece. Ooh, you know what my problem is? That's why it's not full. Alright, we can do that. We're all set. I still believe I got manure in that trailer over there from taking it from the pig pen. I don't see any, so it's not completely full. I hope there's, I would assume there's enough in there. I mean, I'm too good at this game to not have manure in there, right? I would have filled it up. No, but there is manure in there. There is. We're fine. We're fine. Ooh, that reminds me. I probably should check on the greenhouses just to make sure, because I forgot how long ago that was. But first things first, let's get the winery back up and running. Let's try not to knock any of those off. Hopefully I didn't knock that off. Nope, I think we're good. Alright, kind of pull into here like this. And 50,000, I think it's 50,000 liters of manure it'll take. Now leaving me just about 20,000 liters in here. So since I need to go check on the greenhouses anyways, let's go ahead and take it, and we'll top them off. See where they're at. I mean, we can just kind of look in the manure box and see how much it's got left in it. Oh, they got actually plenty. Looks like I did it not long ago. Where's that trigger? There it is. Yeah, so it only took about 2,500 liters of manure, and these hold 6, so I had about another day and a half left into it. But you know what? We're here, and I'm going to top off this trailer once again with the manure. So I'll go ahead and top these off. Now, the only thing I probably should do as well is top them off with water, because I realized if I had the HUD up, I could see how much was in here. But you know me, I like to drive around without the HUD on. So if I were to come over and just look at the manure piles, I would say, oh, the greenhouses are fine. Look at the manure in them. But you can't see the water in the water tank. So I would just say, oh, they're good to go, and just forget about it for the day. And it's like, oh, how come my property income was really low the other day? We got manure, don't understand. Oh, well, you don't have no water in the greenhouses. That's why. No more capacity? Okay. Hopefully I can get all these taken care of. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It'll be maybe just short. Oh, this is the green. Yep, the third one from the end. For some reason, the triggers on the third one from the end are very, very particular of where they get unloaded, and I don't know why. Yeah, so there's a culprit that kind of lags me down. All those meat pallets over there kind of can lag me out once in a while. Well, I shouldn't say lag me out. They make my frames drop a little bit. Just not enough manure. But you know what? It'll be pretty darn close to being good for me. Won't take much to fill this up because we do have a conveyor belt, so we'll just go ahead and load it up that way. I wonder if the pigs have enough manure for me. It always looks like enough, but okay, so this always happens, and sometimes it won't. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and turn the belt on. And if everything is correct, that should allow me to get under it. And it'll slowly fill it up. Yeah, the manure on this hog barn kind of overgoes where it should be. Yeah, it's one of those things where I kind of put down the hog barn on a test map, and I'm like, oh, it looks pretty good. And I didn't really test the functionality of it, and of course the manure overshoots the area where it should be. at nighttime, the lighting coming through all these posts makes it doesn't look that very good. This design here was my fault. I'm like, oh, this would be good. I can, feed the pigs, because this is where the feed trough is. Feed the pigs, and then empty onto the silo. But then I realized afterwards this is where the food comes pouring out. And my trailers get stuck on that often enough. The original tractor that we got when we bought the farm. Are you full, or did you run... Why are you out of manure? You shouldn't be out of manure. There we go. Let's extend that out a little bit. No, I don't need coarse blade to load this up. Luckily, with the amount of cows that we have, which is approaching 450, yeah, we get the manure a lot from them now, and the slurry from them, because the pigs, you would think 500 pigs would be able to keep up. And for the most part they do, but then again, we do have some pretty darn big fields around here. And I am going to go top off that last greenhouse, because if I don't, it'll run out way before the others by about a day. And the farm will go bankrupt. Okay, maybe not, but it'll bug me later on if I don't top it off, and they all got to be in sequence together. Yeah, so here's all of our whiskey boxes, as you can see. Got a few trailers worth there. So now we just got to wait for the whiskey price to be just right. So I do have things to sell today. It's just a matter of the price has got to be there, and right now the prices are not. All that to drop off about 1,000 liters of manure, but you know what? Now they're all topped off, and now I'm a little bit too close. Come on. Am I really stuck on that? I guess so. Now I'm just making it worse, trying to get the trailer away from the manure. Alright, there's sometimes you can do it like this. Oh wow, I'm actually stuck on on the greenhouse. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave that there for now. I'll take care of that later. That's what everyone says. Oh, it's no problem. I'll take care of it later, and I'll struggle with it later. Yeah, you can see my... Well, maybe... I don't know if it'll show on the recording. My frame rate is dropping in this area right now because all the crates. And I blame the meat crates right over there. And let's get the... Whoop, there we go. Wow. Okay. Yep, jumping around. Don't look at the meat crates. Don't look directly at the light. Oh, yep, that's kind of a problem. Yeah, let me move this for you. Matter of fact, I'll bring this all the way down to the other end of the field so I can get ready to take care of the big cotton field a little bit later on tonight, which I'll take care of in between episodes, and we'll start next episode probably around 11 o'clock at night. Just before midnight, we'll pay off some of this loan, or if I sell more stuff, that'd be great. But yeah, sitting at $6.5 million left on the loan. We're definitely going to pay off $1.5 million. Get it right on down to $5 million left in the bank account. But who knows, if I can sell more, I'd like to, I would like to get to $2 million so I could pay off $2 million to get it down to $4.5 million. That'd be great. And then tomorrow in game, we could, probably shoot to get like another $1.5 million if the cotton price is good. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to park that right there. Yeah, I'm not going to ready to set this thing free just yet because that harvester's not far enough along. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you next time right here on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.